Alrighty, scholars, welcome back to Mr. Brandon's writing lesson. So excited to see everybody here today. We have another day of writing, and it's going to be very exciting. So, guys, of course, we need to start off by getting out our supplies, right? So let's get out a pencil and a piece of paper. So go ahead and pause the video and take out a pencil and a piece of paper, and we'll get started with our writing today. So we have our supplies and we are ready to go, scholars. So let's do it. We have our pencil, we have our paper, and we are ready to learn. So scholars, this week we've been talking about characters, settings, and events. So yesterday we discussed characters in our story. Today we're going to discuss the setting. So the setting is where and when something took place. The setting is where and when something took place. So when you guys are writing, I want you to tell me where you went in the story and when was it? So, was it when you were 5 years old? Was it on Tuesday? Just tell me when it was. So, guys, let's keep going here, and we're going to look at one of our first graders' writing responses from last week. So, we're going to look at one of our first graders' writing responses, and let's try and pay attention to see let's see if we can identify what the setting was in their story. So, let's see if we can identify when and where their story took place. So here we go, let's read it. All right, so they wrote, "Today on Z-Learn, I was confused about the tens and ones." So right off the bat, they're establishing the setting for us. So it takes place today. That's when it takes place, and it takes place on Z-Learn. So they were on Z-Learn, that's where it takes place. So they wrote, "I was confused about the tens and ones. First, I asked my mom for help to explain." So that was the first event that happens. I love how you wrote first. Next, it looks like they were trying to spell the word still, so make sure you guys pay attention to spelling. So they left out the T there, but that's okay. I still was a little confused. So guys, we need a little bit more space in between and little. We need to have one finger worth of space. After that, I decided to look over the example again and try a couple more problems. It's a great sentence. I finally got it all figured out. So looks like they had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sentences. So that's perfect for a first grade response. Awesome job with whomever wrote that. They just didn't put their name on, so I'm not too sure who it was, but if you are watching this right now, you probably know it was you. All right, guys. So they established the setting for us. It was today on Z-Learn. So awesome job. So thanks again to whoever in first grade let us use their writing sample from last week. You guys did a great job. I'd probably give that writing a 5 out of 5. So awesome job. So guys, now I'm going to do a quick recap on our expectations for our writing lessons each day and what your writing responses should look like. So this is a recap on what I expect from your writing responses. Take a listen. So kindergarten, you're going to write a 4-sentence response about the prompt that I give you. And I want to know the characters in your story, who was there. I want to know the setting, where it took place, where and when it took place. And I want to know the events that took place in first, next, and last order. So as always, scholars, we're paying attention to punctuation, making sure that we use exclamation marks, periods, and question marks. We're paying attention to capitalization, making sure that the first letter in the first letter in the sentence is correctly capitalized, making sure that the word I is capitalized, and making sure that people's names are always capitalized. And then we are also making sure that we have spacing in between words, one finger of space in between words. And lastly, we're making sure that everything is spelled correctly. Now, first grade, you're going to be doing the same thing, but you're going to be writing a 5-sentence paragraph about the prompt that I give you. So you're going to be writing a 5-sentence paragraph about the prompt that I give you, given the same criteria. Okay guys, so now we know what is expected of our writing responses. Let's get our prompt for the day. So our prompt is for you to tell me a time where you played your favorite game. So write about a time where you played your favorite game. And guys, just like we were practicing today, make sure you tell me the setting. So when and where did the story take place? And then as always, we also mention the characters, the events in first, next, and last order. We make sure we're paying attention to spelling, capitalization, spacing, and punctuation. Alrighty guys, so kindergarten 4 sentences and first grade 5 sentences at least. A time when you played your favorite game. Okay guys, I'm looking forward to reading your writing responses, and hopefully they can get featured on my YouTube channel next week. So guys, make sure you're continuing to be on Lexi and Zern so that you can be Scholar of the Week next week, just like Calais and Jackson this week. So awesome job to you guys. All right guys, I will see you again tomorrow for another lesson. Bye guys.